Arian, where's your sister? She is not too good?
Yeah, she is kind of sick.
She's sick? Okay, that's okay. All right. Okay, now you can read this one for me, please.
Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. The unsurpassed, deep, profound, subtle, wonderful Dharma. In 100,000 million eons is difficult to encounter. Now that I have come to receive and hold it within my sight and hearing, I vow to fathom the thus comes one's true and actual meaning.
That's good. Okay. Oh, not this one. Sorry. Okay. Okay. All right. Emily, I didn't see you. Where are you? Okay. Ngồi đây đi con ha. Read this one con. Thank you.
Con đọc cái nào thầy?
The first one con.
Lord, for the good of all living, test all perfect and attain supreme enlightenment. By these words of truth, make joyous victory.
Okay, thank you. Demi, show your face con. Thank you con. Okay, Demi, read this one con.
He who enhanced the happiness of Sakyas, who the victorious at the foot of the Bodhi tree. Likewise, may there be victory for me, and may I be ever blessed.
Okay, good. Please make sure that you participate. Thank you. Otherwise, you will not be able to run. Okay. Michelle.
I reveal the Buddha, highest jewel and best bomb ever, beneficial to gods and men. By the Buddha's voice, safely may all obstacles and suffering cease.
That's great. Catherine.
I reveal the Dhamma, highest jewel and best bomb that cools down the heat. By the power of that Dhamma, safely may all obstacles and fears cease.
Okay, somehow your voice very low. Anyway. Phước.
I revere the Sangha, the highest jewel and best bomb worthy of offerings, worthy of hospitality. By the power of that Sangha, safely may all obstacles pass, may all my diseases be cured.
Okay, that's good. Patrick. I could not hear you, Patrick. Somehow I could not hear you. Okay, Patrick, I could not hear you. What happened to your computer? Okay, adjust the volume. You need to click on the mic in the Zoom and click on that means the up arrow and click on that and you see the audio setting. Click on that and you should be okay. Okay, did I miss anyone? Did I miss anyone? Okay, no treatment. All right, let's do the meditation together. All right, keep your back straight, your neck straight, close your eye, inhale and exhale. Emmy, turn on your webcam, go. me. And if you lose track of your counting, start from one. If you see your monkey, come back to your inhale and exhale. Thank you. Okay, Catherine and Emily, turn on your webcam. Go. 1, 2, 3. Kaden, turn on your webcam. Go. Kaden. Okay, good. All right, Arian, Demi,
14.
how many go?
32.
Okay, Catherine, Emily.
31.
23.
Okay, turn on your webcam. Go. Phước. Phước, how many go?
22.
Okay, Patrick, how many go? Michelle. Kaden. Catherine, though, can you help your brother to fix the problem with the audio? Okay, all right, let's continue on our study.
His microphone is broken.
Microphone is broken. Well, everything is broken. Then how he study? Do you have anything else for him? The iPad or whatever? He can connect to the iPad, right? Can he?
Our other brother is using the iPad.
Oh. Okay, then make sure next time he has something to learn. Otherwise, he cannot learn, right? How could he be able to participate? Thank you. Okay, this time it's okay. Next time we need to make sure that everything is okay. Okay. Last time we learned, what did we learn about last time? Marian, do you remember what did we learn about this last time? What did we learn?
I remember. I think I remember cognitive therapy part.
How many different methods do we have for the psychology? Do you remember three of them? What are they?
One is medication.
Yeah, the first one is medication, anti-depressant medication. The second one is psychotherapy. And the third one is CBT. It's called cognitive behavior therapy or cognitive therapy. Okay, the same thing. Okay. So the reason why they give the medication to the patient, do you know why? Who know why? Catherine, do you know why they give the medication to the patient? When we have the depression, when we have the anxiety, when we have all kind of the mental disorder, what is the main problem that cause them to have this kind of mental disorder? Do you know what is the main problem? Michelle, do you know?
Probably something in their life.
Something what?
In their life.
Oh yeah, of course in their life, but overall in the brain, what wrong with their brain?
I think their brain is either kind of like, it could either be like something that is unfair to them, or the way they think of something.
Okay, very close. Okay. Phước, do you remember? Did you remember?
Not really.
Not really. Did you pay attention? Okay, Arian, do you remember?
Is it the chemical imbalance?
Yeah, because the chemistry in the brain is not balanced, right? When we have the anxiety, we have the when we worry too much, right? When we have the mental disorder due to the depression, due to the anxiety, due to the emotional afflicted the emotional, that means the negative emotion. This cause a lot of the chemical imbalance inside the brain. And that's why, and do you know when we have this all kind of anxiety, depression, what do we have in our mind? What else do we have in our mind? Why do we need to use the cognitive behavior therapy? Why do we use that? What is the purpose of using that? Nami, you understand?
Kinda.
Yeah, tell me what you understand.
To be honest, I'm not that sure, but
What?
what?
What do they have in their mind? What do they have when they have depression, when they have anxiety? What's wrong with their mind?
Well, they think, I don't know, just like definitely not positive thoughts, and they're like always stressed out about everything.
Not positive. That's good. That is the correct one. It means negative. They always have the negative thought, negative thinking. Remember that. Do you think that when we have a lot of negative thinking, is that a good thing or bad thing?
It's very bad.
Very bad thing. Remember, when you have a negative emotion, negative thought, is that a good thing to keep inside us? Is that a good thing to keep inside us, Catherine? Catherine, is that a good thing to keep the negative thought and the negative emotion inside us?
No.
Never. Why? It's not good thing to keep inside. Why? Do you know why? Phước? Phước, do you know why? Emily? Emily? Are you there? That's why I need you to turn on the webcam. Otherwise, I don't know you are there or not. Okay, who knows why? Arian, why? When we have too many negative thinking or negative emotion, feeling, why it's not a good thing to keep inside?
I don't.
What?
I don't really know.
You don't really know?
Or like a good answer.
But that doesn't matter. Don't worry. Don't worry about good answer or bad answer. Try your best.
Well, if you have like negative thoughts, then if you keep it, I don't really know how to explain it.
You feel good or you feel bad?
You feel bad.
You feel very bad. You feel more distressed. You feel more distressed. You feel more stress, right?
Yeah.
That's why it's not a good idea. And the longer when we keep those things, it will become what, Michelle?
If you get more depressed, and as that continues on, you can commit suicide.
Yeah, it becomes the timing bomb, right? It will explode at any time. You see that? It's very dangerous. That's why the people commit suicide because of those. So when we have those things, what should we do? How do we deal with it?
Have positive thoughts.
Okay, that's good. That means you have to read something to give you the positive thought, to give you the uplifting your spirits. This is important, very important. And you need to have friends, right? You need to talk to someone you can trust, especially your parents, right? That you trust them, you talk to them. The more you talk, the more you express. That means you bring it out. If you don't bring it out, that means it's still in here. It's more harm than good. Does that make sense to you, Catherine? Good. So that means we have to be very careful. Okay, let me explain to you quickly about 3 different methods. The first method is the antidepressant medication. This is only for the severe depressed person that they need because their chemical imbalance in their brain is so severe. Therefore, the medication is very quick to balance that. But the longer time we take the medication, the worse we get. The medication only temporary, okay? It's not good. It's never good for the cure. There is no such thing called cure using the medication. The second method is the psychotherapy with that is what we call psychotherapy right here. It means that when we go to see the psychologist, right, or psychiatrist, they will train you, they will help you to express your feeling. So they will listen to you just like a friend, that you can be able to open your mind and your heart and talk to them. And the more you let it out, then you will feel good. Okay. And that doesn't mean that they will ask you to take medication. No, not really. They don't. They may not. But this two right here, the researcher they did on the third method we call the cognitive behavior therapy. We call CBT or cognitive therapy. What does that mean? Cognitive, that means the relate to the mind, the brain, right? Because it recognize all the sickness come from where? Who know? Let me. Where all our sickness come from where? Let me. Let me. Unmute con. Unmute. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, my computer screen got weird. I'm trying to fix it.
Okay, where are your sickness come from? Where are our sickness come from?
Like when you have depression.
No, doesn't matter. Whatever the sickness usually come from where? For the depression, okay, that's a good one. Okay, where they come from? Anxiety, depression, stress, where those things come from?
Your mindset.
Mind, right? That's correct. Your mind, right? Let's say
Yeah.
that I will give you a good example. If you are the very smart student, and you always want to be perfect. You always want to be perfect. What happened? That means you always got all 100% on your test. Let's say that one day you got 90, 90. Your score is 90 on the math test. Do you know what is the problem here? What will your reaction? If you are the one always ask for perfection, what will your reaction? Tell me.
But it's like it's not perfect. It's not the score you wanted. You're
Yeah,
not like good enough, I guess.
and you will claim on yourself, right?
Yeah.
You will claim on yourself. I'm really terrible. You know what? It's the end of my world. You will say that it's the end of my world. I, I, I could flung my. I could fail. I will not be able to make it to the university or whatever, right? You claim to yourself. You give all kind of negative reasoning, but it's not logical. It's not rational. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. How many times you got 90? Only one. Then you already claim. This is called generalization. You let it make sense? Then how do we have the positive thinking on this thing? How do we have a positive thinking on this thing? Who know? Who can help me? Catherine, can you do that?
What? It's lagging a lot.
Huh? What? I could not hear you.
What did you say?
Okay, did you? Okay. Okay, if the student who always asked for the perfect score, right? But one day he got only 90% on the math test. And he claimed himself, you know what, I'm very terrible. I flunked the test. It's the end of my world. Oh, I may not make it to the university. This is a very bad negative thought. This is a very terrible thought. So what should we, how do you correct this thought from negative to positive?
Maybe at least I got a 90. That's a high score. I'll just try again next time.
Yeah, you can try again, right? You already try your best. If you don't make it, it's okay. I will try my best next time. That's important. You see, try again, always. Then and when you say that, you see the difference between the two? When you claim yourself, you will depress. But when you say that, okay, I'm trying my best, yet you feel sad, but it's not that worse, okay? That means you do not put much pressure on yourself. That's important. Okay, so the cognitive is the very important one. So you will learn more about this. All right, Let's continue on. Okay. Okay, let me see what happened. Okay, all right. Okay, let's do this. So then the cognitive therapy, it means that they identify the problem comes from the negative thought. Therefore, we have a negative feeling. So the only thing is we need to change the negative to positive. That's how you fix your problem. There's no need for the medication. That's important. No medication. And you know what? The cost of that is very little. It only costs about less than two. Okay, here, right here. It's cost about only very little, not too much. Okay. Okay. Anyway. Okay. All right. We will read the next one. Phước, read this one wrong. Phước.
CBT can also be
No,
used
no,
to treat.
hell, read it one. Yeah.
Self-help is the best way psychotherapy treatment without medication. We are also beginning to learn more about how cognitive therapy works. One important discovery is that self-help seems to be a key to recovery whether or not you receive treatment. In a series of 5 remarkable studies published by the prestigious Journal of Consulting and Clinical Physiologically and the gerontologist Dr. Horace Bogan and his colleagues at University of Alabama studied the effects of simply reading a good self-help book like Feeling Good without any other therapy. The name of this new type of treatment is bibliotherapy, the use of books as therapy. They discovered that feeling good bibliotherapy may be as effective as a full course of physical therapy or treatment with the best antidepressant drugs.
Good, stop right there. Stop right there. It's quiet. Tell me what you just read. Book.
So this dude named Dr. Forrest and his colleagues figured a new way to like aid depression using books.
You are using books. That's good. That's what we call bibliotherapy. Okay. All right. So, why did they say that this is just like maybe effective at a full course of psychotherapy or treatment with the best antidepressant drug? What do they mean by treatment with the best antidepressant drug?
That may be as effective or better.
Well, when you are using the self-help is the medication. When they say the medication, it doesn't mean that it's a medication. This is the best for when you help yourself. That is that's the most important. That gives you you are the medication of yourself. This is important. So it doesn't mean that you need to take the medication, but you are the one. It's treat just like the medication. You are yourself at the medication. Just make sure you understand that. And in here, I want to make sure you also understand this. It's okay. The self help is come from the cognitive therapy. Okay, it means that they combine with the self help. It means that they using the feeling good book, right? The book they call Feeling Good, right? Inside the Feeling Good, what is that book contain? They help the patient who have negative thoughts be able to identify those negative thinking and help them to convert that into positive. This is what Feeling Good about. Does it make sense to you? Okay, so they using this book, so it's called myeliotherapy. That means the use of book as therapy at home. Okay, so the psychology, no the psychotherapy, they are the one. That means the psychologists. They give this one as the homework for the patient to do it. So you will learn about this. I will. All right. Good. Okay. Arian, you read the next one.
Given the tremendous pressures to cut healthcare costs, this is a considerable interest, since a paperback copy of the Feeling Good book costs less than 2 Prozac pills and is presumably free of any troublesome side effects.
Okay, good. What does that mean to you?
That means bibliotherapy, like using it is more cost effective and there's no like bad side effects.
Yeah, that means if you be able to use the feeling good book at home, whenever we have depressed, right? We just open the book and we read it to see our negative, and they have the positive thought, so we can convert to the positive thought in the book guidance. So we'll be able to help ourselves. So there's no need for you to go to see the professional. Then you don't have to spend a lot of money on the healthcare. So the book costs only less than two Prozac pill. It's very cheap, yeah, only $10. Yeah, and no, of course you don't take medication. There are no side effect. All right, Catherine,
Yeah.
no go on. Catherine, you stay near so you can do it. We here.
In experiments on self-help.
Somehow your voice very low. Can you near and maximize your voice volume?
In a recent study, Dr. Scogan and his colleague, Dr. Christine Jameson, randomly assigned 80 individuals seeking treatment for a major depressive episode to one of two groups. The researchers gave the patients in the first group a copy of My Feeling Good and encouraged them to read it within 4 weeks. This group was called the Immediate Bibliotherapy Group. These patients also received a booklet containing blank copies of the self-help forms in the book in case they decide to do some of the suggested exercises in the book. Patients in the second group were told they would be placed on a 4-week waiting list before beginning treatment. This group was called the Delayed Bibliotherapy Group because these patients were not given a copy of Feeling Good until the second 4 weeks of the study. These patients in the delayed bibliotherapy group served as a control group to make sure that any improvement in the immediate bibliotherapy was not just due to the passage of time. At the initial evaluation, the researchers administered 2 depression tests to all patients. One was the Beck Depression Inventory BDI, a time-honored self-assessment test that patients fill out on their own. And the second was the Hamilton Rating Scale for Depression, HRSD, which was administered by trained depression researchers. As you can see in figure 1, there was no difference in the depression levels in the two groups at their initial evaluation.
Okay, good. Stop right there. So what you understand?
What?
What do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. I think.
Okay. So basically, in this experiment using the self-help, right? They have 80 individual, 80 patients. They divide into two groups. Each group have 40 patients, right? Um, and the first group they call the immediate bibliotherapy group because they give the feeling good, the book of feeling good to the first group at the beginning, okay? And the second group they call the delay bibliotherapy because they do not give the feeling good book at the beginning. They delay till after the first 4 weeks. That means the first 4 weeks, this second group do not have any treatment directly. Okay, so we will learn what they the difference. Okay, they use every day. They ask the patient to fill out this form right here. They call the back depression inventory, or or the Human rating scale for the depression. These two, the patient have to fill it out, and based on those score, they know that where is their level of the depression, normal or mild or moderate or severe. They do based on this, and they have. Okay? and we will learn about this. Okay, good. Nami, read this one out.
The patients in the immediate bibliotherapy group top chart revive feeling good at the intake evolution. The patients in the delayed bibliotherapy group bottom chart receive feeling good at the 4-week evolution. BDI, Beck, Depression Inventory, H. Hamilton rating scale for depression.
Okay, here, thank you, thank you. So this is what we call the BDI. There are 21 items, right? So each one they have the score right here, and the patient have to look at this one here and tell them which one it belong to you, right? Belong to the patient, and they will circle that, and they add up, and the score will tell them that okay, this is how much I have. This is not really the score. This is I have to see. I have to multiply by something to get the point. I have to look into this one more time. Okay. Okay. And also here, this is called the Hamilton rating scale, and the is were absent, and this feeling state indicated only on the question. So on this question here, they will circle the one that applicable to the patient, right? Relate to the feeling, relate to the feeling on that moment. And one they fill out, and they will add up the point, right? It will tell them what the score, and they will add it up. So you look at the this is the two group, right? The first group we call the immediate bibliotherapy group. This is the group who receive the copy of feeling good at the beginning, right? The second group we call delay bibliotherapy. They will receive the copy of the feeling at the second 4 week, the beginning of the second 4 week. Okay. Okay. So you see that at the beginning, at the beginning they both have similar depression level, or the patient with the moderate, right, about that level. But the one who received the copy at the beginning, that means every day they use the book and they read it, they be able to identify their own. Of course, the psychologist will call them every day and guide them to how to use the book and how to fill out the BDI and SRSD. So that means they be able to know how to transform, change the negative thought into positive thought. You see that after the 4 week, and the end of the 4 week, you see that on the second, that means the second of the 4 week, you will see that the first one is normal, right? All the patients go to the normal level, but the second group, they are almost the same because they have not received any treatment yet. Does it make sense so far? Okay. You see, the feeling good, that means changing the negative thought into positive thought is so important. Very important. Right? This is very important. Okay, that's good. That's really good. All right. Michelle, you read this one down.
Results of the study indicated that feeling good appeared to have sustainable antidepressant effects. At the end of the first 4-week Bible therapy period, 70% of the patients in the immediate Bible therapy group no longer met the criteria for a major depressive episode, according to the diagnostic criteria for a major depressive episode that I outlined in the American Psychiatrists Association Official Diagnostic and Statistical Manual.
Go on.
In fact, the improvement was so great, most of these patients did not need any further treatment at the medical center. To the best of my knowledge, these are the first published scientific studies showing that a self-help book can actually have significant antidepressant effects in patients suffering from episodes of major depression.
Okay, good. Tell me what you did rest.
When they use like the book to help them, it actually works like antidepressants, and people actually became happier.
Yeah, they decrease 70% of the patient go back to normal. You see that? That's important. It's a significant improvement. Very good. No need for medication. Remember, there is no medication in here. That's important. Emily, are you there? Emily, đọc cái này con. Okay, unmute. How you mute?
In contrast,
In contract, right?
percent of the patients in the delayed bibliotherapy group recovered during the first 4 weeks. In other words, the patients who did not read feeling good failed to improve. However, at the 3-month evaluation, when both groups had read percent of the patients in the immediate bibliotherapy group and 73% of the patients in the delayed group no longer qualify for diagnosis of major depressive episode according to DSM.
Criteria. Okay, tell me what you just read.
Like
Okay. Vivian, can you help her?
Help us be
What do they say?
So wait, starting where?
In contract.
Okay.
But what do they say in here?
Basically, how do I put this in words?
Okay.
Can you please tell me?
No, you don't pay attention. Okay. That's why very tough. Okay. I think you are very young. That means it's very tough for you. This topic maybe not good for you, right? I need to teach the other thing. This is too tough for you. Don't you think this topic is tough?
Not really.
Huh?
Not really.
Not really? So you like this topic or you want me to change to a different topic?
I like this one.
About it. Yeah.
Demi, you also like this one?
Yeah, I like this topic. I think it's good to learn about like this.
Okay. That's good. In contrast, that means opposite from the above. The second group, which called the delay bibliotherapy group, the one that who do not receive the book first called the copy of feeling good at the beginning. That means they only have 3% of patients to be able to recover. But that means 97% is still depressed. You see that? That means the one who did not read the feeling good is failed to improve because they do not have any treatment, right? So basically, at the end of the first 4 weeks, the second 4 weeks, this group received the feeling good, the copy of feeling good. They be able to be able to read it. And at the end of 3 months, right? That means both groups have a similar result. That means the first group they have 75% recover from the recover from the that means they are normal. And 73% from the delay group, they also recover from the depression, right? So they are very close. They are not significant difference. That's a good thing. So what does that mean? It means that feeling good book always good. Remember that, always good. Okay, all right, that's good. Okay, let me read this one down. Let me.
Feeling good, 75% of the patients in the
Okay, no. The second one.
okay. The percentage of patients who drop
Can you stay near, Con? I can not hear you well.
the percentage of patients who dropped out of the bibliotherapy therapy was also very small, around 10%. This is less than most published outcome studies using drugs or psychotherapy, which typically have dropout rates from 50% to over 50%. Finally, the patients develop significantly more positive attitudes and thinking patterns after reading Feeling Good. This was consistent with the premise of the books, namely that you can defeat depression by changing the negative thinking patterns that cause it.
Okay, good. Tell me what you did right.
It talks about how like more people drop out of like other therapies and like this one, and like how this like type of therapy can help you like feel better or like help your thoughts and stuff.
So which one is drop out more, which one is not drop out more? The one using the book or the one without the book?
The one without the book.
Okay, the one without the book, that means the one who using the anti-medication and or the one who psychotherapy without using the feeling good book, they are drop out more because 15% to 50%. The one using the feeling good book, they only drop out less than 10%. That is really good. That's excellent. Okay, we will. All right. Dylan, why you came in so late, Dylan?
I had some troubles like
Oh my goodness, you have some trouble knocking. Oh my goodness, you missed a lot of good things. Okay, because we are almost done. Okay, I'll let you read this one right here. Dylan.
the researchers concluded that the bibliotherapy was effective for patients suffering from depression and might also have a significant role in public education and in depression prevention programs. They speculated that feeling good bibliotherapy might help prevent serious episodes of depression among individuals with a tendency toward negative thinking. Finally, the researchers addressed another important concern: would the antidepressant effects of feeling good last? Skillful motivational speakers can get a crowd of people excited and optimistic for brief periods of time, but these brief mood elevating effects often don't last. Same problem holds for the treatment of depression. Following successful treatment with drugs or psychotherapy, many patients feel tremendously improved, only to relapse back into depression after a period of time. These relapses can be devastating because patients feel so demoralized.
Okay, good. Stop right there. Tell me what you just read. Well, you understand what you read? Helen? What happened? Okay, that's okay. Okay, basically, the researcher have conducted the testing from here, right? That means based on the two groups. they understand this kind of biotherapy was very effective, and that means we'll also have a good will also be good significant change for the public education. Right? If the people do in for the education, they get depressed, that means student or teacher, they can be able to use help them by using the feeling good. They will help them to prevent from depression, right? By help them to change the negative thought into positive thought. That's what they do. And you know what? They also say that they concerned, right? Who concerned? The researcher also concerned about, okay, the feeling good book, the patient who using the feeling good book last, that means that they not come back after they go back to normal. They will go back to the depression again. Okay, what they say is, okay, in the old days, right, when they use the drug or they call the anti-depressant medication or the psychotherapy, that means the patient go to see the professional psychologist without using the feeling good book. The psychologist only help them to let them express all the feeling from inside them to out. This will good only temporary, but later on it will come back. That means relax. That means go back into the depression again. And what about the patient who are using the feeling good? There is a chance for them to go back. It will not, because later on you will learn here. They said that most of the patient do not go back to depression. Okay, that is important. You will learn that next time. Okay. Does that make sense so far? Did I explain so clear? Clear to you, Dylan?
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand so far what I just summarized to you?
Mm-hmm.
Nói dạ con ha. Good con. Good. Okay, all right. Okay, okay. Okay. Kaden, where are you? Kaden. Okay. Arian, read it one.
May every living being, our minds are as one and radiant with light, share the fruits of peace with heart of goodness, luminous and bright. If people hear and see how hands and hearts can find in giving unity, may their minds awake to great compassion, wisdom, and to joy. May kindness find reward. May all who sorrow leave their grief and pain. May this boundless light break the darkness of the endless night. Because our hearts are one, this world of pain turns into paradise. May all become compassionate and wise. May all become compassionate and wise.
Thank you, con. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, huh?